There are so many great photo spots in New York City all year round, but Christmas lights and decorations are an extra special experience. While the rest of the Western world starts celebrating after Halloween, the holiday season is in full swing after the Thanksgiving Day parade. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the holidays in New York City because I've been traumatized by the sheer load of tourist crowds. Not only that, it's not a mystery that this is a time of overt consumerism in our society. But with that being said, all the blinking lights and decor give such a magical feeling this time of year. My name's Erin, and I'm a New York City-based professional photographer and travel content creator. I've been in the city for years, and I've been putting together all the best photo spots to help you make your time in the Big Apple as efficient as possible. If you're planning on coming to New York City during the holidays, these are some must-visit locations to stop by and snap a picture. Starting off, Rockefeller Center is synonymous with the holidays in the city. Every year, the tree is picked from somewhere in upstate New York and hauled through the streets to be propped up until January. Be warned, the crowds, mainly because of tourists, are insane. I've been in New York City for almost 15 years and never went out of my way to watch the tree get set up. But since I started making YouTubes, I need all the B-roll I can get, and I finally got to see it. Surprisingly, the crowds weren't that bad. I easily found a spot to watch from. The tree lighting ceremony a few weeks after is a different story though. Avoid Rockefeller Center at all costs during this time. If you want to see the lights without the crazy crowds, you'll have to sacrifice some sleep either late at night or early in the morning. The Rockefeller Christmas tree is lit daily from around 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. It used to be around 6 a.m. I say around because my first attempt at seeing the tree lights turn on was thwarted due to the lights being turned on earlier than advertised. I ended up waking at 4 a.m. twice within a week because I was determined to get all the content I needed. Happy to say mission accomplished, but now that it turns on at 5 a.m., I'll probably never make the effort again. Whether you're in the mood for shopping along the iconic Fifth Avenue or just walking up and down it, this popular Midtown street has so many fun holiday displays everywhere. Definitely recommend just meandering and checking out all the displays. Right across the street from Rockefeller Center on 5th Ave, Saks has its own famous light show that runs between 5 to 11 p.m. every 10 minutes. It goes on for about 5 minutes and is a traffic stopping experience. Again, be prepared for crowds on both sides of the street looking up to watch the performance. If you walk along 5th Ave in Midtown, there is a distinct smell of pine along the street. It smells so good. It's like a sweet pine. I need this to be in a candle so I could douse my home with it. I think it is these trees, and I smell cinnamon too. It comes in waves where it's really strong and then it wafts and it's lighter, but it smells so good when it's really strong. I look like such a dumbass. I've taken this like 10 times just to get it right, just sticking my nose in here. I could stand here all day looking like a weirdo just inhaling this shit, but it's cold. I later found out from the Fifth Avenue Association that those trees are indeed fused with Nest Fragrance's scent, aptly named Holiday. It's got a blend of pomegranate, mandarin orange, pine, cloves, and cinnamon with a hint of vanilla and amber. But actually, looking at these ingredients and then smelling them did not yield the same smell from Fifth Ave. Conveniently, Nest Fragrances was having a sample sale at 265th, so I was able to test both, and Fifth Avenue smells more like birchwood pine actually. I have another candle from Hotel Lobby Candle, also called Holiday. We're real original with these names, am I right? And theirs has notes of evergreen, fresh pine, balsam fir, and blue spruce. So if you're looking to bring that warming smell of Fifth Avenue during the holidays home, check out both of those brands. An avenue over on 6th, otherwise known as Avenue of the Americas, a bunch of the corporate offices have large decor adorning their main entrances. For many years, this area was home for me because I spent most of my corporate life in this specific radius of Midtown. Next up, stop by the Winter Village at Bryant Park to enjoy some hot chocolate or even get on the ice with a pair of skates. The ginormous Christmas tree there makes for a fabulous backdrop while strolling through all the vendor shops. Be prepared to splurge though, because nothing here is cheap. Similarly, the Union Square Holiday Market has some of the same vendors, but here's equally expensive and crowded. They're around for about a month and then pack it up on Christmas Eve. If you've watched this far, first of all, you're awesome. And here is where one of my secret photo spots is to watch the sunset as the holiday market lights turn on. I have been in process of putting together an ebook of all the best photo spots I found in New York City over the years. Consolidating everything I found though to share with you is a time-intensive process, but you can get notified when I release it by signing up for the waitlist in the description box below. Continuing on, Hudson Yards is one of the newest areas of Manhattan, and it's become one of the most popular spots to see Christmas lights in New York City. There are over 2 million white lights lighting up the area. If you want to get pictures when it's empty and have the whole floor to yourself, go early around 8 a.m. on a weekday. No one is shopping at this mall at that time. Also, if you want to maximize your visit, head up to the Edge Observatory at the top. Another giant mall, the Shops at Columbus Circle, has the OG Holiday Under the Stars 14-foot displays hanging from the ceiling of the Great Room. I think this place has become underrated now that everyone is gaga for Hudson Yards. You can watch the free light show performance that goes off every day from 5 to 11 p.m. every half hour with the stars blinking to holiday music. Chelsea Market is a cute spot to stop by during the holidays. Whenever I go to Chelsea Market and walk the corridors, the first thing I think about is how the building used to be the old Port Authority building long before Google took it over in 2010. During the holidays, the whole place is decorated with lights all over, but my favorite spot is the giant clock that's framed with tons of string lights. I didn't realize they change the look of it every year, but they do. This year they opted for a more colorful display. In the past, it was more white and silver. This next spot I wanted to gatekeep, but it's so pretty I had to share. The way I gasped when I first stepped foot into Tavern on the Green during the holidays, my breath was truly taken away because of how pretty all the decorations were. Their backyard patio has a large Christmas tree and nutcrackers throughout the area, but the real scene stealer is the front entrance. I've always passed by Tavern on the Green when I spent my summers in Central Park, but this was the first time I actually went inside, and it was to photograph a proposal. Highly recommend going there if you want to feel the holiday spirit, as the inside of the restaurant is cozy and ambient. Now let's head downtown. I used to spend a lot of time in Lower Manhattan, especially FiDi, but it's such a journey to go there now. Brookfield Place is home to another NYC light installation called Luminaries, which are 650 glowing LED box lanterns. The light show runs from November to January and goes off daily between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. set to holiday songs. Not far in the distance from Brookfield Place is a public park with stacks of beautifully lit Christmas trees, Zuccotti Park. At one point in time, this was the HQ of Occupy Wall Street. Long past that point though. It's now just another place that makes for great Christmas lights in New York City during the winter. Can you say Bouquet Central? Saving the best for last, deep in Brooklyn, and I mean deep, many families within the Dyker Heights neighborhood go all out to decorate their houses. The Dyker Heights Christmas lights decorations has become one of the top New York attractions during the holiday season. There are literal tour buses that now bring tourists here. It's crazy. Most of the homeowners in this Brooklyn neighborhood start putting up their Christmas lights and decorations after Thanksgiving. It's pretty awesome to see how many homeowners get into the spirit. The lit up homes can be found between 11th to 13th Avenues from 83rd to 86th Street. To get there, it's about an hour on the D train. Take it in the Brooklyn direction to the 79th Street and New Ultridge Avenue stop, and then walk 15 minutes to get to the area with all the decorated houses. If you have a car, you can consider driving instead, but parking may be difficult to find. Be sure to go before 9 p.m. as many of the lights turn off after that. So there you have it, some of the most enchanting holiday photo spots in the city that never sleeps. Despite the crowds and the chaos, there's something undeniably special about experiencing the festive season in the Big Apple. I hope this guide helps you capture the magic and sparkle of the holidays around the city. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content about the best photo spots, tips, and tricks in and around New York City. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to share more incredible stuff with you. Thanks for joining me on this festive journey through New York City. Wishing you a joyful and perfect picture holiday season. Until next time, happy exploring.